Good morning, everybody. It's another day again here in Las Conchas del Mar. So anyway, I'm looking fresh this morning. Just joking. So anyway, I'm going to running my errands. So I'm going to pay our property tax today because if you have a certain amount that you need to pay your property tax, you're gonna get a 20% discount. So we of course we're gonna get that 20% discounts, and it's really help a lot, and you're gonna save more money. So even in the 20% discount, it's really helps a lot. So Angel is the one cooking this morning. I asking her to boil the mungo beans, and we're gonna cook some vegetable soup. So I've been harvest my climbing spinach this morning, and I'm going to cook that one with mungo beans and some vegetables. Yes, vegetable with much. Yeah, vegetable with much with this tangigi. So I asked Angel to fry this one, and it's really perfect for the soup, like if you have a vegetable soup. So this is gonna be our brunch.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning from another day here in the Philippines. Well, I didn't record yesterday us working on this, but we got the other day the most of the roof on here, and we got over here where this coconut tree was, plus the wind was blowing so hard we stopped. And so this morning sometime we're going to shoot this other part of the roof. Here right now the boys are working on the footings to go around, and we're gonna have a little floor right here. So we cut in, we added some braces, and I want them to add a few more braces as well. We're gonna be preparing to build this back wall right here. I have some lumber that's gonna be delivered this morning. Could be here any time right now. So right now they're taking that old OSB plywood that we had that was off of doing that pour over there, and they're stripping it down in the form boards now. We had just a little bit of it left, and getting a footing made right here, and then we'll have to do a backfill in this, and then we'll pour the slab on it. So that's what's happening here on this at the moment. So we need to get over on that building, those other 3 rooms over where the pool's gonna be, and do the pool and all. But I've had to go at this slowly. Because I didn't have any help. And I didn't have a what they call masoon here in the Philippines at all. Like your lead carpenter. They call it a masoon. And so these other boys, like Melinda's brothers, they're just helpers. They're not really masoons. But now doing this wood framework, they know that pretty well, because that's how they build their houses and all. So they knew that pretty well. So I was able to gather up my brother-in-law Miller, and on the first days, and June didn't have a job. He was sitting at home not earning any money. So I was managing within the first couple of days of being back together, Miller and June back up. And first I put them on mundane task of just cleaning stuff that fell from the coconut trees, because you got ongoing maintenance around the place. Just trash and just making the place presentable. And then I found out Marvin, the other brother, that fishing ain't so good right now, and he's not making much money at that, and he wanted to work. And I said absolutely. So I kind of put him helping me on a boat project, and then I got cocoa lumber, and I started them over here to work on this. Then I got word that Mop was going to be back, But then I got word that Mama was not going to be back. But then I got word he's going to be back again. And he's one of my Masoons, man. I just love old Mop. So I didn't know what to do. So I said, well, I just keep them on busy work, because the project's too big for 2 or 3 people, especially that don't truly carry a leadership role and the perfection to get things, double check your plumb, double check your level, be sure that everything's set right, that Mop tends to do, and Joel tends to do. So I didn't want to turn them loose on like a big concrete project or anything like that. We're short-handed. Even if we got additional laborers next door, I needed my right-hand man. So lo and behold, Mop shows up for work after numerous days. But then he was here one day, then he was only here half a day the next day, and then he missed the day after that, and he was here like another half day. And I'm like, I don't know if this dude's like tempo, because what Mel did or what, that he's just seemed like he wasn't really in it to work. So I passed word through the boys. I asked him if he's truly going to work, or if he's not, I need to move on and find somebody else. Well, he was here the next day, and he's been here with colors flying. Turns out he's got some problems at home because, he's newly married, new baby. I get that. And the baby is apparently has a little bit of issues, and it's been crying. They haven't been able to get no sleep, no rest, having to take the baby to the doctor, all these different things going on. So I do have a heart, whether y'all believe it or not. Some of you do. And I said, oh, I get that, all this will work itself out. So he has been here pretty steady. I still don't have Joel back. I don't know if he will be back. I don't have Francis back, and I don't know if he'll be back. And June has already missed 2 or 3 different days too since been back. It's like once you broke up the energy we had flowing and had them united as a group, once you split that up, it's hard to get that machine all back running again, and we had a machine here. So we're trying to get it back up and going. And this is the things that Melinda didn't understand. And for you sensitive people out there, and some of y'all call simps, that just tiptoe with your wife and tiptoe through life. Listen, Melinda's not mad at me. This is a channel that we teach, and if she made a goof or I make a goof, we tell it. She made a goof, but she made a goof with a good heart. And I'm not airing our laundry out. Some people are like, oh, you're airing your laundry out on social media. No, I'm not. This is a life vlog. Do you want the truth, or do you want us to pretend like a TV show, and have a fake script like everything's always puppies, rainbows, unicorns, and sunshine? Because there's a lot of that out there right now, and I think the world's getting tired of it. Just so much fake and everything else that's associated with some of that I said. So we tell the truth. We're not airing our laundry out. There's no big drama. There wasn't no scandal or anything like that. Just telling that, like the decision she made was not a good decision as an employer, or to keep your crew going, or to keep this project follow through to the end. So just the truth, and she understands that, and she's good with that, and her and I are loving each other like always every day. So for you guys that are really henpecked and scared to death of your wife, I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry for you. Don't you be sorry for me. You don't worry about Mel and I. Worry about yourself. Worry about yourself, because apparently you're in a very shaky situation, and I won't live like that. I won't live like that. Neither will Mel. It's not that I'm dominating over Mel. Y'all don't know Melinda, man. These boys here do to hear me talking. She is a tiger now. But listen, she is in my butt. If she don't like something, she says it, and she voices it big time, man. She is not quiet about it. Ask Cap. Ask Cap, man. And y'all don't know. Y'all just think like she's some little sweet, timid thing. Well, she is sweet, but timid is not her word. Her family calls her Tiger, Armalite. A lot of Filipinos know that Armalite, meaning she's got like a machine gun mouth. I don't know. That's what you're not getting on the camera right there. But she is a wonderful woman. I saw all of it. And I need a strong woman. I have to have a strong woman. And I will not live in a situation where I'm dominating or the wife's dominating. And that's why I said on her decision, it's something that we should have talked about together and made a decision together on the help. Because we are a equal marriage. We really are. I wouldn't take what I have with Melinda any day with anybody else, man. She is a rock solid person. But man, I tell you what, don't piss her off. Woo. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So Melinda had asked if I would go ahead and take the time before we started that upstairs over there and knock this little cantina out. And I said, sure, baby. Sure, baby. I'll do that for you, baby. How's your kid doing? How's your little girl doing? Better? Huh? Mackenzie? Little Mackenzie? Yeah, let me go up there first.
So, hello again everyone. Good morning or good afternoon. So, for today's special is I'm going to cook tinolang manok. I know that you guys is showing you always that I always cook tinolang manok. The reason that I cook this one more often is because it's way healthier, and of course it's very convenient with us because most of the ingredients was already here in our garden, like this papaya and lemongrass and ginger. So I'm gonna show you. Yes, ginger. Yes, I just get this one from my garden. It's really convenient right now because the kilo of the ginger is expensive. It's more than 300 kilo, I guess. Yeah, 320 or 350. But anyway, the kilo of ginger. It's expensive. I'm so glad that I have some of the ginger that I was always backup plant here. So that's the reason, and that's why we choose to cook tinolang manok, and of course we have a plenty of papaya and malunggay. And besides of that, I'm going to fry this liver. So this liver is, we're not that eat so often of this. It's rare for us to eat the liver, but well, this one that tita, the one that selling the pork there in the market, every time I bought the pork meat, she always giving me this one. So I don't want to waste. So I'm going to cook this one, and if James don't want to eat, I have a crew that was going to eat for lunch, because they're going mixing concrete today, and I'm thinking to cook the lunch. So this one is our menu for today: liver and chicken soup.
Well, it's over in the afternoon now, and this morning Marvin and I, all of us, we kind of helped out, but Marvin and I, we got up there and we put the rest of the roof on, but we fell short on one 10-foot sheet right here, and we're short one 8-foot sheet. So when they tell me how long the structure was, they gave me an undersize on it. It was longer than they said. So when I bought the muddle, I ended up an 8 and a 10 short. So I need to go back and buy another 8-foot and another 10-foot. And that 8-foot, we're gonna cut it to go around that tree right there. Mel took our little floor fan apart, and I need to go paint it. This is thing about living by the coast, is the salt does penetrate your home as well. There's sea spray coming in, and it will eventually eat your stuff up. You buy the best TV, you buy the best everything, well, that's just the best stuff that's going to get destroyed. Just the truth. You got to leave the house closed up. Like right now, we've got this closed. We've got one little gap open right here, letting just a little air flow in, but not much. Because even though we don't see the sea spray in the air, it's there. So I need to take this down and paint it. Out here, the guys poured the footing this morning, and they went ahead and pulled a little bit of the forms off. I guess you'd say this morning they poured it. They went ahead and pulled an inside form off right here, and they're bringing sand up to backfill in the middle in there right now. Then after we get it backfilled, I'll put down some tarpaulin material to use that as a moisture barrier, and then I will get them to set the steel and everything to pour the floor in it. I see one of our long nails right there too. I don't want them waste covered up with sand. So that's what's happening on that. They left the steel sticking up around there where we can bend over, but looking forward to getting that. Hey, grab that big nail right there. Don't waste. You see any more? No more? Ford sent me down some 12-foot boards. At first he said he wasn't going to be able to get them. Then he texted me back and said he could. So they delivered me some 12-foot material this morning, and that's going to start making a back wall like you see that notched in. We're going to notch in on the back of these poles right here and set that 12-foot lumber. I'm going to buy some more of these red sheets, and this back wall across here, I'm going to shoot it with those red sheets like that. So that way it's kind of nice and clean right along here and all. Once we get a back wall in here and some of this end wall, we will also start doing a bar top over there. It's all gonna start happening. I just can't wait, man. Shouldn't even tell you yet. Should just let it unfold as it happens. But it's always so exciting. So